Hey vinyl community, this is Chris. I'm here to do a video inspired by Rob Walker. He has this thread going that's caught fire like some of these do about illustrated album covers. So I've got 5 illustrated album covers and a cassette that I'm going to show. And I liked I saw one by Baggy Hi-Fi, and he related the album cover artwork to comic book artists. So I'm doing something similar, artists showing something by them other than just the album cover art. I'm going to start out by putting some music on in the background. This is going to be a piece by a composer named John Lennon, which is not a Beatle connection, called Distances Within Me, Piano and Saxophone, on this 1982 CRI album, Composers Recording Inc. John Lennon also has Chester Biscardi, Eleanor Corey, and Charles Warrenan on here. So that'll be on in the background. So starting with this album here by Doug Salmon Band, 1973 on Atlantic. Gilbert Shelton is the artist. Did this cover. He's a underground artist. Or at least that's how he started. And Atlantic. And he was Fabulous Furry Freak Brothers was one thing that he was renowned for. There's another one in here. Oh, okay, on the back side here. Fabulous Furry Freak Brothers, Gilbert Shelton. Also Fat Freddy's Cat, for any cat lovers. Another cat, one in each. So Gilbert Shelton. Next, Greg Hildebrandt. He was the artist on this Mob Rules by Black Sabbath. He did a lot of fantasy art. He teamed up with his brother. And let's see. Here's a book that he illustrated. Treasures of Hanukkah. Pretty this is, of course, holiday related, but shows off his artwork. And he was also involved with in the heyday of fantasy or non-sports card fantasy art. Here's some of his other work. In the early 90s, many artists got published in these, typically a 90 card set. Highlighting some of their work from various places. So Greg Hildebrandt. That's one set. Here's another one, Greg Hildebrandt 2. Did a lot of fantasy art, sort of like Terry Brooks, Shannara series. Tim Hildebrandt was his brother. Not that I have an album to show by him, but there's some of his art. So, Hildebrandt. Next we have William Stout. So here's a Paul Collins album, The King of Power Pop. This is sort of inspired by Hannah the Omaha Introvert. So on this green colored vinyl, William Stout also did fantasy art, did a lot of like dinosaurs. So there's some of the things he did. Did a lot of comic convention cover pamphlets, cover art for pamphlets. Also did some other album covers. Here's Yardbirds, Golden Eggs, bootleg, and more Golden Eggs, William Stout. Now, if I can easily find the right pages in here. There you can see Life of Brian artwork for the Monty Python movie. American Graffiti was another one. Okay, up there you see the Yardbirds album. He did a bootleg for Dylan, Melbourne, Australia. The Who's Zoo, Jeff Beck album, and another one, Tales of a Who. So, William Stout. Next one will be Frank Frazetta, famous artist. So he did this Herman's Hermits cover. Both sides of Herman's Hermits on MGM. Mono MGM copy. And also did this soundtrack for Roy Orbison, Fastest Guitar Alive. I think he did some other movie things like The Night They Raided Minsky's. That might be Frank Frazetta artwork. But Frank Frazetta. So he did. Here's a set of cards. Haven't opened those yet, but you know, he's got some very heroic artwork. You may have seen it on Molly Hatchet albums, Dust albums. Vampirilla covers there. Another Vampirilla piece of art. Frank Frazetta. There's a more typical thing. Captured Girl and by the Apes. So Frank Frazetta. And he also, let's see, but I had some, he also did some fantasy art card sets too. I meant to show those, but I didn't. Last album will be this one, Paul Warren, Alice Cooper, Raise Your Fist and Yell. William Warren. MCA Records. So he did sort of, all his are kind of optical illusion kind of things, you know, or takeoffs on that type of art. Here's his card set. There's, you see one down there. Some other ones, Alfred Hitchcock up there, the birds. Another one in that type of face with contrasting colors. So, oh, sorry, Jim Warren. One of those names was going to be right, Jim Warren. So, the last one, just to show this one again, Michael Whelan. This is a Sirith Ungol album, King of the Dead. On the Enigma label. So Michael Whelan also did a lot of book covers. Probably could say that about most of these. Frazetta did a bunch of them. Edgar Rice Burroughs covers on several reissues. So that was okay. There's a Michael Whelan book. There's a nice image that he did. Most of his are good. Has done some designs for, you know, knives and things. There's a Planet of the Apes style painting there, but not Planet of the Apes. A little more abstract. Alien Species. So there's sort of a quick response to Rob Walker's thread. Some illustrated album covers and some related material about, you know, where they came from and things like that. So thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you soon.